This is a battle Obelix sent from the North American Flash tournament. He is coming up against a player that was very good in Rome 2 that I haven't seen much from in Attila. I've seen a few games here and there, but that might be because I haven't been as active in Attila lately. I've seen the name Poccopacs pop up a few times though. And here we have the Suebians commanded by Obelix versus Poccopacs. He's commanding the Saxons. So Germanic throwdown here. Obelix has 5 Germanic bows. He has, let's see, 4 Germanic lancers. He has 2 noble Germanic horse. He has his Suebian noble cavalry, good melee cavalry. Then he has his Suebi warriors, single-handed axe units. And on each flank he has Suebi champions as well. So his cavalry has some nice support. For Poccopacs he has his 3 Nordic hurlers. They are backed up by 3 chosen warriors, very high morale. His flanks are a bit special. He has warhounds, you don't see those very often. Then he has 4 Nordic horse lords. He has 2 Saxon lancers, and his general is a chieftain with Gedthrift, so he won't be easy to kill. High armor, high health. Won't like getting charged by cavalry, but the morale, armor and health means that this is a very difficult character to get off the field. So in terms of advantages here, I'd say Obelix has his work cut out for him in the infantry department, seeing that there are 4 Nordic axe warriors on each flank here, and the Germanic bows, if they focus fire, they can do well against these Nordic hurlers because of the increased range. But I'm interested to see how the warhounds will be used by Poccopacs. Obelix shifting one of his Germanic bows a bit to the flanks. And it looks like Poco is setting up for a flank rather than a frontal assault, because Poccopacs definitely has his strength on the flanks here. Let's just fast forward until something happens. Obelix is reshuffling his lines a bit. Poco so far not doing anything. Now he's moving forward. Obelix is moving forward, sending his cavalry ahead. Need to be a bit careful because of these slingers can do a lot of damage very quickly to cavalry. And both players being smart with their fatigue here, just walking forwards. Now the slingers are running, they can afford to run a bit, and both sides will have plenty of time to rest their units before the main engagement starts. They are both wary of each other, and I quite understand why. Now you see Poccopacs going a bit wider. Obelix is shifting away from one of the flanks of Poccopacs closer to the other, which could isolate this group here. Now these Nordic hurlers are in range. They are going to be able to fire a few volleys. Let's see here. They get any kills? No, they got a few kills there, but only on these Germanic bows, but any kill counts. So now the Germanic bows are in range, but they are also moving, shifting. And I'm not sure how these warhounds are going to be used by Poccopacs. If he's just going to try to block something with them, or what he's going to do. Nordic hurlers get close. Obelix focusing 2 against 1. I wonder if that's enough though. The Germanic bows have very low missile damage. The Poccopacs might just focus on the Germanic lancers here, and Obelix once again turning away from the flanks of Poccopacs. The Nordic hurlers causing some damage to all of these units, which is very good for Poccopacs. Germanic bows not really getting any kills here. 38 missile damage isn't going to do much. And once again moving his entire army is Obelix, and Poccopacs responds appropriately by pulling a bit away as well. Not sure what's up with this Germanic bow though. Strange. The Nordic hurlers moving into range. I think what Poccopacs is doing here is going to try to focus on the cavalry of Obelix, and that's a smart choice, because killing off the Germanic bows are such a low value unit. They pose no real threat. So focusing on pushing Obelix back like this and focusing on the Germanic lancers and the noble Germanics, I think that's the smart choice by Poccopacs to make. So let's see here. Obelix moving up very close here. Looks like he wants to just push away these Nordic hurlers from his cavalry. And that's not a bad idea. He's also going to pull out precursors from these chosen warriors, which is a very smart use of Germanic bows, I think. Losing precursors on such high value units is not good, especially for the late game, where one precursor volley on cavalry can change the outcome of a battle. The Nordic hurlers are getting a lot of kills on these Germanic bows. Germanic bows walking back and forth, not really firing. But focusing heavy shot on some of these chosen warriors might not be a waste of time for Obelix at this point. No reaction from the dogs yet. The Suebi warriors in spaghetti and shield wall. They're not going to take much damage from slinger fire. They're going to take some, but nothing to worry about. And now the Nordic hurlers are out of ammunition. And seeing that, the Germanic lancers, it looks like... No, they're going to pull away. I thought they might go for a double charge or something. And Obelix using his Germanic bows flaming here on the Nordic axe warriors. All of these Germanic bows wavering. Germanic lancers have taken hit point damage, but no casualties suffered by them yet.
Our men are rallying! They're not done yet!
Very depleted Germanic bow here, trying to make an impression on these Nordic axe warriors. Heavy shot might be a better choice here, since he's not firing on the Nordic horse lords. This Suebi warrior is about to get creamed by a Saxon lancer. Even in shield wall, they're going to take significant casualties here. And Poccopacs basically got that for free. Lost a few Saxon lancers, and they're being chased by some Germanic lancers. But the Germanic lancers run into precursor range here. And that's not good for the Germanic lancers, getting hit by Saxon lancers as well. So this Germanic lancer is dead, while this Saxon lancer has done a good job. And these precursors killed quite a few horses. And the engagement starts here. Warhounds being sent towards the Germanic lancers to try and stop them a bit. Noble Germanic horse here into the Nordic axe warriors. And let's see if the dogs get any kills. One kill so far. The Suebi champions come into the mix. The Germanic lancers just get cut down. Chosen warriors getting hit by the Suebi nobles, and the Nordic hurlers getting stopped by Suebi warriors.
Our general is under attack.
Let's see here, Suebi champions fighting Nordic axe warriors. They are dying very quickly, but so are the Nordic axe warriors. Noble Germanic horse are going to lose to these Nordic horse lords. And these engagements are not optimal for Obelix, because his Suebi warriors are fighting Very cheap Nordic hurlers. Germanic Lancers getting a good charge against Chosen Warriors. Another charge against Chosen Warriors here by the Suebi nobles. They're getting some nice kills, but things are not looking good here for Obelix. See, the Suebi champions managed to tough it out against the Nordic Axe Warriors. High health, high morale. High armor. Chops them a bit in those engagements. And here come the supporting Saxon Lancers crashing in. Suebi nobles now crashing into a mixed blob of Chosen Warriors and Chieftain with Gedrith. Suebi nobles are getting nice kills, but once these cavalry units are free, they should be able to come in and finish off a few of these blobs. And Poccopacs still has all of these units left on the flank. Obelix also has some units left on his flank though. Chosen Warriors, really hard to make these units cost effective, because they are so expensive, and they will stay in the fight for a long time. They have shield wall, but they are too expensive in my opinion. Suebi Warriors off the field. Suebi nobles, 110 kills now, crashing into both Nordic Horse Lords and Chosen Warriors. But there are these 3 units here that could be able to support. The Nordic Horse Lords wavering. Suebi champions incoming. Basically all of Obelix's units are engaged, aside from the Suebi nobles here, and Suebi warriors crashing into the chieftain with Gedrith, but they're not going to be able to do much being surrounded here. And the Suebi nobles, nice kills on them, but they are being hammered by precursors. So many precursors on the Saxon side.
The men are broken and are fleeing.
The Nordic Axe Warriors are getting hammered by Suebi champions. And yeah, these 3 cavalry units are a problem for Obelix. The general of Obelix has taken a lot of damage, and the Nordic Horse Lords coming in for a nice charge there against the general of Obelix and the Suebi champions. And the Warhounds didn't really do much. I've experimented a lot with dogs myself, but they only really work if your opponent has no idea on how to counter them. And even then, they are a very flimsy unit to bring. So for Poco, I think I would have liked to see him bring some more hurlers. Even dealing with archers, they were pretty cost effective. Always nice to have a slinger or two ready for the late game for sniping cavalry units. The Suebi champions still holding out with their high morale.
Our general has fallen.
This is very typical when you're seeing Suebi battles. The Suebi champions just hold out forever. High armor, high health, very high morale. So they're actually winning these engagements against 2 cavalry units, against dogs. Getting nice kills, but even they will fall to Saxon Lancers here, crashing into them from the rear. But they will rarely break, though, and if the Saxon Lancers don't disengage, they will get cut down by the Suebi champions. But the Suebi champions lost a lot from that charge. And here as well. Staying in the fight, but losing so many men, and the general of Poccopacs has hardly lost anything. Here the Saxon Lancers come in, and this is why late game cavalry is so important. Having 3 cavalry units late game is devastating to these depleted infantry units. And here as well, just a mass of bodies on the ground there. What a mess. My one of the guys heard me. So finally the Suebi champions die, and good game to both players. Valiant defeat there by Obelix. Some of the early cavalry engagements weren't really good for Obelix, and that is his cavalry does a decent job, but overall the cavalry of the Saxons do a better job. And these Germanic bows, dealing with hurlers when you only have lowly archers is a bit of a problem. The Suebi infantry, very sturdy, does a good job. Underwhelming performance by the chosen warriors. Some of the axes do really well, but bringing in the dogs, not really sure about that. I think I would have opted for some cheaper Nordic warriors myself and have more slingers as the Saxons, but it worked for Poccopacs. So they have some more games here, and we'll take a look at those as well. Strength and honor.